Okay, so this is UVing an object outside of Maya in Houdini. So let me just do this all over again. Well, actually, I'll just copy this just to make it easier. So remember, we right click, we can do geo to make our geometry container. Give it a name, caps locks on. So crane geo, type I to go inside. Tap right click file, and I already had a file over here. So I just went ahead and I go to my crane OBJ. It came in with some UVs that I had made from it before. If I right click UV quick shade, so these are the UVs that it came with before, which is okay because all of these little pieces right here, I don't even know where they are in here. They're real small somewhere. Oh, you know what? They're probably like over here, right? Yeah. So those pieces, because they're insignificant and they're like really like thin, they don't need like a lot of like UV detail. So that's why they're like that. Anyway, let's delete these UVs. So we're gonna do right click ATT attribute ATTRI. Well, attribute delete. I just type in ATTRIDELETE. Attribute delete. Okay. So attributes are just like things that come in from a different program that are attached to the geometry. So we have point attributes, which are the position of all the points, the vertices. Um, vertex, which has textures and normals. Um, materials that come up, with it in detail. But let's just put in a star for all of these. So we're just deleting everything. Tab, star, tab, star, tab, star. So everything's deleted. This thing is coming in fresh, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to right click. Actually, let me do this. I don't like the way this is on this side. So I'm gonna do spacebar 1, or I can go over here to perspective. I could go over here to UV viewport, or I can do spacebar 5. Okay, I like this better. Reminds me of Maya. All right. So yeah, so we're getting some whack UVs right here, which is to be expected. So I'm gonna do right click UV UV project. Or maybe not a drag, a UV unwrap. And remember, because it's Houdini, I can just branch it off. Look right here. Now we have something going on, but it's a little bit hard to see because there's so many pieces and they're so small. All right. And if we go like this, they can get a little bit bigger. But this is what I'm gonna do, right? Because I don't want to have these. I don't want to have this like piece right here have as much texture resolution as this. So I'm gonna choose all of the pieces that are the biggest. All right. So I'm just gonna double click on this, shift, double click, and I'm just going around choosing the bigger objects. I can also do this. I can also press 9 and primitives, 3D connected geometry. I'll just do that. So now that I'm chose 3D connected geometry, I can just go through and select this and it'll get everything. Like I don't have to like double click on the faces. I can just select all of these. Click, 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 click. I even get the seat. Click on this. Click on these, this. I'll even get all of that. This. I'm just holding down shifts, getting all that. Just holding down shifts, getting all of this. This. I'll get this too. Hold down control, don't want to get that. You know what? I don't want to get this stuff either. I'll get it a little bit later. So that's what I like, right? So what I'm gonna do is, in this, I'm gonna left click, and I'm gonna go. I'll press tab. Sorry, tab, or you can do right. Now let's just do tab, and then do create. So group create, right? And so these objects are selected, and they're in a group that I'm now gonna call big stuff. I could do GRP or whatever if I want to stay organized. So big stuff group, right? And now that I'm here, I'm gonna grab what I call medium stuff. So I'll select this and I'll click this, this, this. So I have these three. I'll grab all of these right here, holding down shift. So I'm grabbing that. I think that's good. You know what? And I'll get these too. This, 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 this. So you can get this by using the 3D connected geometry that I just did, or you can double click. So either way, you can do it either way. So I'm gonna go tab, and I'm gonna do O group CR, do group create, enter. Same thing as I did before. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna copy this name and go Control V. Ooh, that did not work. I was trying to make it say big stuff group. Oh, and here's another thing, right? If I type in $, capital O and S and enter, what it does is if I it makes it so that whatever this is right here is this right here. So if I type in this is big stuff group, I type in medium stuff. See, it gave me that warning with that little thing. That's because it needs an underscore, not a dash, right? So now this medium stuff group, it basically instead of typing it here and then it having a group name, so this one is called big stuff group. If you middle mouse button click, it'll say big stuff group right here. So it's the same thing. It's just, medium stuff group. All right. So big, that, and then we have the rest of this. So check this out, right? I'm going to go right click and UV UV unwrap. So I have this UV unwrap right here, and I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna go to group, and I'm gonna go to big stuff group, right? So this is just giving me all the big stuff. And then I'll go to right click UV layout. All right. It's kind of frozen for me. I just pressed escape. Oh, my thing just froze up. Oh no, it's calculating. Um, so this is what I'll do, right? Because I'm really just trying to get this group right here, and I guess it's like splitting up a lot of stuff. I'll just copy this, and I'll control V in the group. Okay, that worked, right? Because it was trying to like lay out everything. So now I just copied this stuff and now it's in a UV layout. So I've unwrapped the big stuff and now I'm laying out the big stuff. I'll go in by island position in 3D, fixed, and I'll go to Udemy tiles. All right. And now I'll just scale these up. I can just type in like, let's say 3, 4. So you see the nice resolution we're getting, right? Uh, let's just do 5 just because, right? Uh-oh, too big, right? So 4.5. Because remember, once it goes on the bottom, it's too much. And then I'll go right click, UV transform. And then it's gonna go to the group and I'll go to big stuff and I'll just put it in like 3, all right? So it's up here now. So we have this, the big stuff's here. And all of that is UV. Okay. So now I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna go UV unwrap. I'll click on this and I go to the group and I go medium stuff. All right. Then I go to right click, UV layout. Same thing, right? I can just go here and because this group name is always going to be the same, Control C. And this is just to trick Houdini to not make it like bog down or calculate the rest of the stuff. So I just typed in the group. Now I'm gonna connect it. So I have these pieces now. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Remember, if it's kind of like they're twisted, I mean sometimes they come in, I guess that looks actually normal, more normal than the other one. Go to fixed and I'll go to Udemy tiles. And now let's crank it up. Let's go to 2. Let's see what 2 does. Let's go to 4. Too much. So I'll just move these over. And then if you want to fine tune it, you can just middle mouse button click and go down here. And we'll get, now this is as big as it can get. And it's all UV laid out nicely. And I can go UV transform. Same thing. I'll go to this group paste it in that group. Let me go to 2. Now we have this in there, right? And now we have these left over. So I can just select all of these right here and see how it just selected all of this. And just for organization, we can do left click, group, create, and just do pieces, group. Ah, look at that dash. I don't know why I'm doing that lately. All right. So I can type it there, or remember, I can do Control C. I can just do $OS. And now that's the group. I can right click, UV unwrap. You see all these pieces right here. You know, you can do right click, UV layout. Oh, I did that thing again. Okay. Oh, I guess it's only one. Oh, no, it's doing it for all the groups. So I have to go here and go to small pieces group. This has so many like pieces that's why it's taking so long. All right, so we have this right here now, and we can do the same thing. Fixed, Udemy tiles. Let me go to like 3. Let's just see what happens. See, it went outside because of these pieces right here. These are just long what do you call it? Boxes, I guess. There's no division. If I went in and split them, I could split them in half. That's something I'll do later. But see, it's too large. So now they're in this tile and it's fine. But it's only because of these, because if I scale those up, those start to get too large. Anyway, we have all these laid out, and I can go to this down here. Okay, so this is the UV for the small pieces. Right click, UV, transform. I can just go here, the small pieces. I guess if I wanted to, I could go to 1. Now I'll just keep it where it is. Okay, so UV everything. Oh, this thing's about to time out. All right, I'm gonna go in, I guess, this next tutorial and show you all how to export it out. But this is how we would UV all of our groups. So this, and then we have the new one.